Hello, and welcome to the next post-production lesson. This time, we'll work on the close-up shot. Again, we'll start from the light mix render element. Also, drag and drop the beauty pass and move it down. I like to combine these two passes together. I will reduce the opacity of the light mix slightly. Let's copy the beauty one more time and let's use the mask to boost the asphalt look here. Sometimes the results of the beauty may surprise us and we can use it in post-production. And this is how it happened here. That wasn't an initial plan, but we like the beauty pass, so we decided to combine it. Let me show you the difference between the starting point and what we have now. Okay, let's organize the file and let's group these layers together. Let's call it render. Okay, now I will drag and drop other elements. Volumetrics and HDRI light. Let's change the order. And let's try the mode for the light pass. Maybe the screen mode? Not really. Let's try soft light. I like this one. Let's adjust the opacity. But I don't want it to influence the whole image. Let's mask it. I will additionally adjust the color to match the base image. Basically, I like it to be more saturated. And now, the fog. Let's boost the effect. We can use soft light here as well and adjust the opacity. Let's use the Z-depth now as a mask to the volumetrics element. Okay, the effect is too subtle. Let's copy it and add a screen mode this time. Okay, better, but I think we need a bit of masking. Let's group the volumetrics layer together and let's add the mask to the group. I will paint out the fog on the top of the image. We can adjust the density of the mask. Let's name it fog to make the file clean. Now, let's use the light select element for the reflection city to boost the effect on the car body. Let's try the screen mode and paint in the parts on the car. And maybe a little bit on the gentleman's face and clothes. Let's reduce the opacity. Again, small details and a huge difference. Let's make some final corrections on this layer. Now let's add the pass with the owning slides. Let's use the screen mode again and let's adjust the opacity. Let's use a mask to control where we want to have this effect. We can desaturate it a bit as well. Again, let's group the layers and name it render elements. Now I would like to add the vignetting effect. I will use exactly the same method as in the previous lesson. Additionally, let's add one more curves layer and use Z-depth as a mask. And invert the mask and do the opposite effect. Now I will use more curves to boost the general contrast. We're getting there. Let's group the layers and call it CC. Now I will add a lot. I like this one. But I think we can try to add one more. Let's use this one and reduce the strength of this effect. This makes a huge difference. I really love these LUTs. They add so much character and style to the image. I will add a curve layer that brightens up the image, and I will paint in some places. I like to do this, for example, to add some glimpse of stronger reflections. Small touches, but helps a lot. I think we can add even more general contrast. Maybe not. Let's use brightness contrast instead. Now let's adjust the reds. I think that we can use this layer better. Let's move it up and let's reset it. And move the point down now. Okay, now we can work with the wire color to adjust some objects separately. I will start with the car. I think it needs a bit more punch and richer red color. Next, I will work on the agenda one. I will add curves in some places to make him look more 3D. way better. And now, I will add one more curves layer to make some things more visible and 3D-like wrinkles, for example. This method is great to make people more realistic. I think that these lines are too distracting and I would like to make them darker. I don't have a separate selection for these lines on the road, but I will try to select it manually. Let's use the Magic Wand tool and use the Quick Mask by using the shortcut Q on your keyboard. Now let's paint out everything else. Add curves and let's paint it manually now. And let's desaturate them as well. Again, let's group the layers and let's call it details, for instance. At the end, I will use the overlay as we did in the previous lessons to add some imperfections to the image. And finally, I will add the flare to the car lights. Let's position it and copy. And let's do this for the lower parts as well. Let's group the flares. Use the screen mode and adjust the hue and saturation to match the style of the image. Nice! Let me show you the image from the early beginning to the effect we have achieved now. Let me paint up the flares from here at the end. Okay, that's it. See you in the next video.